Hello everyone, Cliff here in the shed, and I've got a new toy. It's a tail well. As the title will have suggested, it's an Evolution Rage 5S table saw with collapsible stand and sliding table. I've wanted one of these for a very long time now, years probably, but financial constraints and what have you, I haven't been able to get one. But now I've got one. So I'm going to get it out of the box and put it together. Right, well there it is built, and even with me fuck ups, it only took me 1 hour and 10 minutes and 33 seconds. But I did get it wrong and had to take some bits off for that. But that's it built. So I hope the speeded up build thing ain't bored you, but I'll try and put a note on here so that you can, hopefully if you didn't want to watch that, you can just have skipped through it. I've still got a little bit more to do to it. I just want to tweak it, make sure that the blade guard ain't hitting anything, level up the tables, just do a few tweaks, get it all set up ready to go to actually cut. I've got to put the dust extraction hose on, and I'll get on and do that, and then we'll get on and do some cutting with it. If you are getting one of these, or you've got one and you're about to put it together, you really want to go onto the Evolution site, I suppose it's called, on YouTube, and they do a video of putting this together, and other than the annoying music in it, it will get you putting it together dead right first time. I didn't. I first of all put these handles on down here the wrong way round, so that the handle end was out this way. It might look like, I don't know if you can see them, but I've got the handles pointing up here. In the instructions it shows you them pointing down the other way, which does make it easier to move it about. But I saw someone else on YouTube put them up this way because you can put stuff on there when you're using it, and I thought that was a good idea. But if you watch the Evolution video of putting it together and use your instructions, it really is quite simple to put together. It took me about an hour. I'm pretty sure you could do it quicker. Like I say, I did make a mistake, but it is quite simple to put together. Anyway, I'm going to finish off, get it sorted out, get everything level, get it cutting properly, or get the tables level and everything, and then we'll do some cutting. Right, well, it's all set up, ready to go. I think I've got everything as square and level as I can to give it a good testing. I've got the extraction hose and everything sorted out, and it's all connected up to me little workshop dust, my workshop vacuum cleaner, which has got a take-off point, so it's plugged into that. So I'll switch my new air filter on, which is above my head, and give it a go. And rather than just chop up some innocent bits of wood that have never done anyone any harm, I've got this little project to do for my daughter. She bought an old post office set of drawers, I don't know how many, about 20 drawers in it I think. And 2 of them were missing, so she's asked me to make 2. And this is them. They're just like little, I think it's mahogany fronts and plywood backs and sides. So I'm going to give these a measure up and give them a go and cut them out on the saw. The can't remember what you call these, but they got like half box lap joints on them, which will give this saw a good test, I think, just to try and make them up. Anyway, let's give it a go. I'll get some wood out and give it a go. Through 3/8 ply, no problem. Right, well that's the backs, fronts and sides cut. This material is slightly different to the ply that the drawers are made out of, and I'm going to put a false front in mahogany on the front of it, so Slightly different design to the original ones, but I'm not doing a museum quality restoration here. But it's cutting fine. So now I'd ordinarily use my chop saw for the next bit, but because this has got the sliding table, I'm going to give that a go. Right, I've got the 4 sides, what are going to be the sides, clamped into this. I'm going to see if I can cut them to length on this. Got some holes and things, I'm going to take a lot off of one end and then cut them to length. I don't know if you can see that, there's a little tiny bit of the line left there. I don't know whether that's the saw not straight or my line weren't straight. It looks like the saw's just not quite straight. I need to adjust this a bit, I think. It's actually a little bit wobbly, so the table's fine, but there's a little bit of wobble on the actual gauge. Clamping it down takes out the wobble. It sort of lifts it up a little bit. Maybe that could do a little bit of improving, but for the purposes I'm doing at the moment, I think it'll be fine. Right, well that's the front, sides and back cut. I'm going to give them a bit of a sand up and then see about doing the little half box joints, whatever you call them. So what we've got here is a middle of Lidl battery sander, 12 volt. I've only bought this the other day, first time to use it. That works alright. It's not the best sander I've ever used in my life, but it works fine, especially for this. Might just stop me getting splinters in my hands off the edges. So this is the this is a side and this is a front. So basically I've got to cut a rebag out halfway up. Halfway up. That's going to come out of that, and then we just got to put a little rebate halfway up. Just using the for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm just using the centre bit of the ply to mark it. But basically I've got to do one of them at each end of the side bits on all four of the sides for the two drawers. Then do the rebates on the fronts and the same for the backs. I'm just going to wind the blade down till it's protruding 5mm. That's about it. I'm just going to get a bit of the scrap to test it. Sure how thick this blade is. About 3mm, I think. Give that one a go, see where it comes out. Want to be a millimetre deeper. Pretty good for where it is. I've got that good for the depth. Now I just got to sort out the just 5mm to the wrong side of the blade. So I've got that about right, because that is 5mm. That's where just need to put it on the 5mm setting on the fence, and that gives you 5mm where the edge of the cut is. It wants to be 5mm this way, and the blade actually looks like it's about 2.5mm. Time it's got a little bit of wobble in it. So pass over each side, and then 2.5mm that way, and that should do it. Alright, well that's all the sides done. Got to do the front and back now. Right, so here we have one, front, sides and back. It should be the same size as this drawer here, ish. Might need a spot on at the front. Feels like it's sticking out a little tiny bit at the back. Probably where it just ain't quite square. Right, next thing I've got to find some thin stuff for the bottoms and cut the rebates for the bottoms.